Hey, what's going on? It is Nick from Movie AV Impulse, and as you can see, and if you caught me last night on Ken's live stream over at the round table, you can see I'm feeling a little bit better. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this little setup that I got going here. It's a little bit easier for me to do things, and I can still kind of move my hands around. So, today I'm going to be bringing you a different type of top five. Now, for the month of January, I bought over 40 titles. A lot of it just being nostalgia. A lot of it I caught on sale. Blu-rays, because y'all need to stop acting like Blu-rays are poison. Another thing, 4Ks. There's a couple of 4Ks in here. Well, a lot of 4Ks in here. And some of the stuff, there's one particular item that I can't believe I got it for $5, and it was at Walmart. So I just thought it was really hilarious, especially when this particular item is I think like 25 or 30 bucks. But we are going to get into it. So what I'm going to do for today's top five is show you all the movies that I got just for the month of January. And if you caught me on the live stream last night, once again, you already know what I got for the month of January as far as new releases go. But I bought a lot of old releases as well. So I hope you're ready for the ride. But before we get into that, you know what I got to do. Oh, let me clean house real quick. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Even if you don't like what you see, just simply hitting that like button just helps me get into the algorithm, because what you don't like, somebody else might love. Anyways, let's get into that intro. And we're back. And before we get into it, real quick, I promise you one more thing. Sunday is my new concept coming out. It is going to be on a fantastic movie, and it is coming out on Sunday. I still don't even want to mention it yet, but like I said in my last video, a very select few people know what it's going to be. But I'm just super excited about it. I've actually worked really hard, especially on the editings. I've already started editing the video. So now that I'm feeling a lot better, I'm ready to release that. So you are not going to want to miss Sunday. So make sure you stick around and come back on Sunday, because you're not going to want to miss this one. Because I think once I share what I'm doing, what my concept is about, I think a lot of you are going to understand, and a lot of you are going to share the same type of feeling for it, same type of love. So anyways, I just wanted to say that real quick before we got into it. But let's get into the first one. And last five that I'm going to show you is the ones that are going to be my top five ones that I bought that I just the most excited for. And I think two of them are really going to shock you. But let's get right into it. First off, I got the 2-disc. It is a High School High and Mo Money, which, I'm sorry, the Wayans brothers, I mean, they just make fantastic movies. I kind of wish that they didn't sell the rights to the Scary Movie franchise, because I think 1 and 2 were absolutely hilarious. And then after that, it just really started to fall apart once they stopped being involved. I can't even remember if they were in part 3, but I really wish they would have just kept that to themselves and just kept continuing on with it, because it would have just made it so much better. Now, when I count these movies on my shelves, I still count these as being 2 movies, even though they share the same case. Now, if I have duplicates of a movie like my buddy Jerry does, I don't count that. So if I have a DVD of Cloverfield, but then I have a Blu-ray, and I don't count that as being I just count that as one movie, because I'm just not going to do that. So, these are the first 2. I'm not even going to count how many, because like I said, this is over 40 titles I got. This I caught in a wicked good deal. I got this for $3. Crybaby, absolutely love Johnny Depp in it. This is one of my favorite musicals, aside from Grease. And a lot of you don't remember this movie. I believe it had Corey Feldman in it. Yeah, actually it did. It was a principal that had a hook for a hand. That's my other favorite musical there. Rock and Roll High Reunion, I want to say. Something like that. I'm sure somebody will correct me down there, especially if the Rad Pack is watching. I'm sure you guys are huge Corey fans. You'll correct me on that one, but Crybaby, just such an awesome musical. Okay, another one. This is a Stallone package. You might see one of these again. I do have a top 5 Sylvester Stallone movies coming up with Dude Who Loves Movies, and I love that dude, man. He's just super great. He's exciting to watch. And his voice, man, I'll tell you, people were right. He's got that radio voice. I don't, but he does. So stick around for that. But I got Tango and Cash. I love that movie. Over the Top and Demolition Man. Now, the only way I probably would buy Demolition Man, like I wouldn't buy Over the Top or Tango and Cash on like a 4K transfer. The only way I might like double dip on this one is if the steelbook is really crazy. But other than that, this Blu-ray looks fantastic. And to be honest, if they do come out with a 4K, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade because this looks really, really nice. Next up is The Predator. Now, I only had this on DVD, and I know it has a 4K, and I understand that, but I mean, this was $9, and I couldn't pass that up. And it's the Ultimate Hunter Edition. You saw this one in the video I did with Hux, my top 5. If you didn't check that one out, it's going to be right here. But Hux, again, thank you for making that video. He's an awesome dude. If you don't know who Hux is, I'll throw him down below. I always throw a lot of people down below in the description. So make sure you always at least click more while you're watching the video. And you'll see a whole bunch of different channels. Next up, The Hateful Eight. Did own this on DVD. I got rid of it. I've told the story 100 times, so I'm not going to go back into it. But I got rid of a lot of DVDs. So I ended up buying this one. This one has a really cool slipcover. And I absolutely love this movie. Quentin Tarantino, that is my favorite director, hands down. Named my son after him. Told that story 1,000 times too. Not going to do it again. But The Hateful Eight, such an amazing movie. This one I've never seen, but my wife actually bought it. We were talking about like movies that are like up and coming movies. And this one popped up. She had said it and I've never seen it. It's called The Cure. Maybe I have seen it because the cover looks familiar, but I don't remember it. And my wife picked this up for me, and we're going to watch it together when she gets a little bit of time. But The Cure. Up next, this is an upgrade. I only own the DVD, but I bought the 4K because I just couldn't resist. I believe it was like $10 or $11. And that is going to be American Gangster. I absolutely love this movie. It's Denzel, Russell Crowe. I mean, they both give outstanding performances. And once I found out that that story of Frank Lucas actually blowing up that cop's car and I believe shooting that dude in like broad daylight was actually real, that just put a whole different perspective on who Frank Lucas was. Up next, you also seen this on the top 5 that I did recently with Hux, Last Action Hero. I only owned the VHS on this and had to get this 4K. I thought I ordered the Blu-ray and this ended up coming in, so I wasn't going to argue. This is totally awesome. And this still, I will hold this. This has one of the most underrated movie villains. He was so savage. I absolutely love the villain in this movie. But yeah, so Last Action Hero.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you. I wonder if you'd help me test a theory.
Sure, what can I do for you?
Well, I've just shot somebody. I did it on purpose. I said I have murdered a man and I want to confess. Hey, shut up down there.
This one you saw on Ken's channel. Cloverfield, the Steelbook, it's absolutely awesome. Cloverfield is just one of those. This Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch Project were the first 2 found footage movies I've seen. So, but yeah, Cloverfield that was definitely worth a pickup. Steelbook is absolutely gorgeous. Next one you've seen over there on Ken's channel as well, and that is going to be Groundhog Day. This is my favorite Bill Murray movie. So when they announced that they were coming out with this Steelbook, I double dipped because I just had to have it. 30th anniversary, and it's just awesome. Bill Murray's always a good time. Now, this is the one I was telling you that I got for $5. It is a Shout Factory exclusive. I'll tell you the story in 1 second, but that is Coraline. Now, the reason why I got this for $5, I was at my local Walmart. I was searching through the bins because that's just something that every physical media collector does to see if they dump something new in most of their DVDs. But this was sitting in there without that whole like security thing on it. And I was like, there's no way this can only be $5. So I ended up grabbing it, bringing it to the register, rung it up, and it rung up at $32. And I was like, yeah, I found this in the $5 bin. And this old lady came over and she was like, oh, you did? And I was like, yeah, I thought it was only $5. You know, that sucks. My kids are going to be disappointed. I said, but you know, $31, it's just like, nah, I can't do that. And she's like, honey, you found it in the $5 bin. We're going to give it to you for $5. And she marked this shit down to $5. I was just like, wow, $5. Now, you saw this one yesterday on Ken's channel as well. This is the Paramount Plus exclusive of Double Jeopardy. Absolutely love that, how they do this whole like original poster artwork. But yeah, Double Jeopardy, fantastic movie. If you've never seen it, get from under the rock that you're living under and go check it out. Great murder mystery movie. You also saw this one on Ken's channel. This is Dragons Forever. Dragons Forever, I never seen it, so this was a blind buy, but I do like Jackie Chan movies. I think he is one of the greats as far as like stunts go. So yeah, I had to pick this up. I absolutely love this casing too. Okay, now this one, I know this is old, and I picked this up in a bundle with a couple other movies for like, the whole thing cost me like, I think it was like $30, and the guy gave me like 12 different, they're all in this stack. I can't remember which ones they were, but I got the retro slip cover of Stranger Things, the Netflix series. I love the first couple of seasons. I haven't watched it since season 3. I'm probably going to get back into it because my wife still watches it and my little guy, and they said that it is still just as awesome. So I'm probably going to end up checking the rest of that out, but I had to get that, just like the case. All right, this is another, it's got New Jersey Drive, Empire, which I talked about. New Jersey Drive we're going to be talking about over on KB's channel in a couple of weeks. Mobsters and Carlito's Way. I only really bought this because I don't know what happened to both my Empire and my New Jersey Drive DVD copies. Next up, you've seen this on Ken's channel as well. The Dentist, 1 and 2. I don't remember part 2, but part 1 is one of those cheesy B-movie cult classics. I think it's right up there. I mean, Dr. Giggles obviously is better, but I think it's right up there with Dr. Giggles. It's just a great, great movie. The pain and the torture, I love it. Next up, we have Twins. I picked this up as well. I've only had this on VHS, so I never actually like picked it up. But when Mia Hux did the top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, this is one of my favorites from him. So Twins, picked that up as well. Now this one was a blind buy, which is Unhinged. Now Terrell just said this on his, shout out to Terrell. But this is a great movie. I was not expecting this much of a performance out of Russell. I mean, I should have. It's Russell Crowe. But this movie was actually intense. It gives you about a 10-15 minute, like trying to get to know the woman that he's going after and basically showing her what a bad day really looks like. It just gives a great performance. And the opening sequence is bananas. So if you have not seen this, if you see it in Walmart, I picked this up for like $8. If you see this in Walmart, don't even hesitate. Just grab it. This is a fucking great movie. Next up, a slept on movie by The Rock. This is one of my favorites from The Rock. Faster. This movie is highly underrated. It is slept on. Everybody's always the same with The Rock. You know, always talk about the Fast and Furious bullshit that he did in that franchise. You know, but as far as like his own standalone movies, man, Faster is awesome. Billy Bob Thornton, what's her name from Dexter's in here? Jennifer, whatever her name is, Gardner, whatever. I can't stand her face. Really bothers me. But yeah, Faster is awesome. Next up, Bruce Willis, Double Pack. I picked this up for $3. Last Man Standing. I don't remember. I seen that a long time ago, so I got to revisit this one. And then The Last Boy Scout. The Last Boy Scout is awesome too. But it's been a long time since I've seen both of these movies, so I'm definitely going to be checking this out soon. All right, there's another triple pack. Now this one I was really excited for, and I know Menace to Society does have a Criterion, is a beautiful Criterion packaging, but when I can get 3 Blu-rays for not even the price of one, this was on Amazon for I think like $8, $9. So it's got Friday in it. Set It Off. Who doesn't like Set It Off? Queen Latifah gives a fucking Academy Award winning performance in this one. I love her in this movie. Menace to Society I only owned on DVD, so this is definitely an upgrade for me. And my 2 favorite parts in Menace to Society is check out the motherfucking wheels. I love that part. And the other one is I'm about to sell this shit in the hood for like $30 for the tape. So, you know, and Set It Off is just a classic, man. Women robbing a bank, I mean, you know, and then just trying to get away with it. It's so dope. And Friday, that's a cult classic. I finally picked up Pearl. I caught this on Amazon as well for a really good deal. And I just couldn't pass up the deal. And I have not seen this one yet, nor have I seen X. So while I'm on vacation, I am making this my priority to watch both those movies. But from what everybody said, I need to watch X first in order to understand a little bit on what's going on in Pearl. And if anybody wants to send me the exclusive Walmart slipcover, I'm all for it. No, I'm just playing. Don't send me that shit. All right, next up, you seen this on Ken's channel last night as well. I got the Event Horizon with this slipcover. I did not pick up the Steelbook, nor did I own this on any platform because for a little while this was on a streaming service. Can't remember, I believe it was Netflix, but yeah, I finally picked up Event Horizon and I can't wait to check this out in 4K. I heard really good things about the transfer. So, and no, I'm not going to be doing a review on that. Second one, I don't know. Whatever, bear with me. The Gallows. It's been a while since we've seen this movie, but I do remember liking it. That's why I picked it up. I got this in like that $30 pack bundle. I do remember getting this one. Along with the other 3 that I'm about to show you right now. Semi-Pro, I only owned this on DVD. I wanted to upgrade to the Blu-ray because this is a phenomenal Will Ferrell movie. You know, I take care of you guys like Bambi's mom, and didn't Bambi's mom die in the beginning? Yeah, she did. Spoiler alert. District 9, I love this movie. Actually, my wife put me onto this movie when we first met. This was one of the first movies we watched when we were first dating. I had never seen it. I believe it was on Netflix. We were watching Netflix, and yes, we did Netflix and chill. Yeah, I ended up watching this with her and absolutely fell in love with it. We have the DVD, but I wanted to upgrade to the Blu-ray, and I couldn't be happier about it. Especially when I got, like I said, I got a whole bunch of movies off of eBay for like $30, and I couldn't pass it up. Another one is Blade. I know that they have a 4K, but I don't care. This looks fantastic. I already watched this one. I like the transfer on it. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm going to keep this one. Blade. It is a bare bones. Doesn't have anything like any extra special features. But hey, I like the movie. So, and he actually does real martial arts. I like that. 1 hour photo. My buddy Jerry ended up putting this on to me saying, hey man, this is on sale. And I ended up picking it up. So shout out to Jerry. Thank you. He always posts in his stories when he catches something for sale. And absolutely love that. So when I seen this, I had to pick it up. This is a very underrated Robin Williams movie, a lot darker side, but I absolutely love this movie. R.I.P. Robin Williams. Still the best genie to me. Another one, I picked this up. This is Blind. I still have not seen this, American Assassin, but the 4K was on sale at Walmart for, I think this was like $4, if I'm not mistaken. I was on the phone with my buddy Todd, and I went to go pick up the Steelbook, which is only a Blu-ray because it was in the 750 bin. And I came across this, a 4K for $4. You can't go wrong. So, had to pick that up. All right, the next one. These two are Pauly Shore movies, and I got another Pauly Shore movie as well. But In the Army Now, I got all three of these DVDs that you're going to see with Pauly Shore. I picked them up for $11 on Amazon. I probably could have found them in a thrift store or something like that, but I've never even been to a thrift store to DVD search, so I got to start doing that because I probably find a lot of good stuff. I see a lot of people posting videos with good hauls from thrift stores, so I'm going to start doing that, but I had to own this. This is just a hilarious movie. This one is because of the Rad Pack. Thank you very much, guys. But Encino Man, I'll be honest, I forgot this movie even was in existence. My other favorite from Pauly Shore is Biodome. I have not picked that one up yet, but when I catch it, I will pick it up. I'm going to try to find that one in the thrift store. But yeah, Encino Man, I had to pick this up. So these are going to be my top 5 ones that I was most excited for the month of January. Just seeing all those other movies that I got. But these 5 were like, I had to have them when they came out. And then one of them, 3 of them I had to get. But this is Belly. Y'all seen the Steelbook. I did a review for this. I will link it up here. But yeah, I mean, I had to own Belly. This is a hood classic. Absolutely love that movie. R.I.P. DMX. He was such a good actor. I wish he didn't pass, but he started slipping after, everything said and done. But as far as his earlier movies, he was a really good actor. All right, coming in at number 4, Drop Dead Fred. I love this movie. My buddy Todd has still not seen this movie ever. And I'm like, dude, if you catch it, you gotta watch it. This movie is just absolute pure nostalgia. I'm gonna pop it in as soon as I'm done with this video. I have to watch this again. I love this movie. Next up, my favorite Pauly Shore movie, Son-in-Law. Like I said, this came in the 3 DVD packs with Encino Man and In the Army Now. So Son-in-Law, this movie is absolutely hilarious. Plus it had Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Back in the day, I had a wicked crush on her, but who didn't? It was back in the Saved by the Bell days. Next up, Sidekicks. The, Vinegar Syndrome edition. I did a full review on this as well. Not gonna lie, the transfer was good, but the sound, I could slap Vinegar Syndrome. Whoever decided to do a stereo mix, I could have slapped you for that one. Give us some damn surround sound. At least a 5.1. Anyways, so that's coming in at number 2. And my last one, and this is a special thank you and shout out to KB. He will also be linked down below. Like I said, I always put a whole bunch of channels down below. And 95% of the time, you'll find Andrew down there too. But this movie is a mafia classic movie. It is my favorite of all time mafia movies. That's over everything. Over The Godfather, over Casino, over Goodfellas, over everything. A Bronx Tale. I finally own this Blu-ray. I had to get it imported, but this movie is absolutely legendary, and you are going to see on Sunday, so make sure you tune in. I am doing a special tribute to this movie. That's how much I love this mafia movie. This is a one of a kind. And to not be confused, this says a film by Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was the director. He had a little bit of writing here and there, and he did all of the like putting together everything. But it was actually Chaz that did the screenplay, did the writing, wrote it, and there is a special interview that is with Michael, and I'm going to link him down below as well. He's a huge ex-mafia guy, and he has his own YouTube channel, over 1 million subscribers. I can never pronounce his last name right. I don't want to butcher it because I don't want to get whacked, but I will link him down below with the video explaining how A Bronx Tale actually came about. But I'm doing a special piece on this movie because that's how much of an impact this movie had in my life. So that is my number one. This was the most exciting thing. Thank you again, KB. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even have known that that existed on Blu-ray. So much love to you, brother. And thank you, everyone, for staying with me. I'm sure this video is going to be extremely long. But I appreciate all of you sticking around. That's my movie haul. That's all I got in the month of January. It is a lot, but I love it, you know, and I'm never going to stop collecting physical media. It's just who I am, and I only buy all those movies I love, man, except for The Cure. I got to check that out, and the other blind buys, but if I don't like them, I'll just get rid of them. That's just what I do. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, thumbs up. It doesn't hurt. Thank you. Now, let's get into that outro.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.